let's talk a little bit about you being on Sister Circle.
Sure.
I've been on reality TV before.
Okay.
And I know all the investments and all the little chitter chatter that happens behind the scenes that you don't know anything about. You had a dream job of a lifetime. Everybody was so proud.
Thank
we
you.
had the View version here in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
or the Sister Circle version of the View here in Atlanta. All black cast. It had, I believe, Rashawn Ali and Selena Johnson, you
And Quad.
and Quad. Yeah.
Miss Quad. Yep.
And Miss Quad. Talk to us a little bit about maybe the highs and the lows of that show, and maybe some things that we didn't know.
You know, it's funny. I didn't go looking for the show. The show came looking for me.
Wow.
Had no idea. I actually was moving to LA. Car was scheduled to be picked up. I had a place, had an apartment, all those things. And I had been guest hosting Atlanta and Company. And the producer of that show was like, hey, you might want to consider this opportunity. And I said no. Because first of all, the way he presented it didn't sound cute. It didn't sound, I was like, what? It's an all black show. He was talking about it was gonna be shooting here in Atlanta. It was all the wrong words. Black show, local, small. You know what I mean? I was like, what? I ain't doing that. I'm not local, small. What we talking about? I'm black, but that's it. And he was like, no. Let me rephrase that. I think you should really give this some consideration because there's some powerful people behind it. It's going to be national. I'm not really clear on what it is, but I think you should consider it because they are looking for a black female comedian. Okay. So I rescheduled. I was flying on the good little sweet little Southwest, so you know you can change your ticket for free, girl. Change my ticket, and then I called the people who was picking up my car, and I said, "Hey, I need about a week," and they said, "Okay." So I went in and did an audition. We was murdering, boom, 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 like murdering the auditions. We went through multiple rounds of chemistry tests. When you're auditioning for a show like that, they put different people in the room. They move, they plug, they pluck different people and temperaments. And it always landed on us four. And so after that, we went to dinner. And we agreed. We made a bond right there. And it was like, it's us or nobody. We literally had made up our mind that if it's not us, we're not going to do the show.
Oh, wow.
So then they called us and said, hey, you are the four. We love you guys. I thought it was odd that it was an even number. I always thought it was odd. Because when you're an even number, it tends to not have the ability to break, like, you know, you want to have an uneven number, an odd number, so that if there's some opinions that need to sway, you know, it always broke. Well, honestly, it didn't always break. It was never 2 and 2. It was always 3 and 1. Me. I was always on my own island.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you go back and look at some of the episodes, you will see it was always them against me. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some times that they did agree on something that I said, but it was most of the time them against me. For example, even when they went to lunch, when Miss Quad had lunch on Married to Medicine, they didn't invite me.
You know, I worked on that show.
Yeah, they didn't invite me. But it's fine. Because again, I just was like, oh, it was just one of those random days. But then I started thinking about it can't be a random day. Production is planned. It's okay though.
I feel like I saw that episode and she's talking about her sisters and all that other stuff.
I wasn't one of the people that was talking. But I don't have no beef with none of them. None. I speak to, and randomly I'll hear from Rashawn Ali. I'm very proud of everything that everybody is doing. I've not heard from Selena, like she's never picked up the phone and called me. But I have seen her and we spoke for sure. Same with Quad. Neither one of them have called, but again, you know, we're not working with each other. But I was disappointed because when I was let go, no one told me. I thought we had a better relationship. We were called sisters and we acted as sisters on set. But when the lights went off and we went home, I went home and they went their way. But again, it was one of those things where you learn. Like I knew that I was like, okay, this is cute. You know, it was great. I learned that I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I'm very resilient, very strong. I can't, and even with my opinion, you're not gonna sway me. My opinion is what my opinion, even as non-popular as it may be, it's my opinion. And oftentimes they would try to sway me. Well, don't you think? No, I don't. I pride myself on being the only child. I'm Denise Dancie's daughter, Robert Dancie's granddaughter, Anthony Clayton's daughter. So ain't nothing you can say that's gonna change my mind. I'm a Capricorn, so you know what that is. I'm old Billy Goat.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
How did you find out that you weren't on the show anymore?
So I walked into a meeting. It was just a regular day. And I went in trying to get time off to shoot a movie. And I was like, I gotta make a decision today if I'm shooting this movie. And then the producer was like, oh, let me talk to you. And so she invited another producer in. And anytime there's two people from management, you already know. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what's going on? And she was like, literally, end quote, we love you. We think you're amazing. You look great on camera. The people love you. You are fantastic. You bring so much to the show. But today, your last day. Get your stuff and get out. Who? What? I'm adding to get your stuff and get out. But today is your last day. It's accurate. And I said, what you mean? I thought she was playing. And I said, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, we've made some changes and today is your last day. I was heartbroken because I thought that if I felt someone new, whoever, the janitor, secretary, a producer, a host, somebody new. Let them tell her they didn't. Okay. But I was certain that somebody knew. And it bothered me because when I tell you we prayed every day before we walked on that set. Wow. I prayed for dead cats. I went to bar mitzvahs. I done did all kind of things. And I'm thinking, you ain't think enough about me to say, hey, sis, tighten your belt. Things are changing. And, I had spent $150,000 on a franchise. Nobody told me nothing.
Wow. So
I was quite bothered. And I was actually quite heartbroken that no one thought enough about me to say, you're not coming to second season.
It kind of reminds me of when Tamar got let go from The Real. And, like, you can kind of see it but not see it, and she's walking in there and she's finding this information out. And I don't even know if she walked in or they called her. But to think that all these people adored you and then now you're off the show.
That part.
Yeah.
But let me say this, because I would be remiss if I don't say, I was given the opportunity to say goodbye on air. And that never happens. Never. Because it was live. We shot live. They didn't know what I was going to say. I could have been like, this motherfucker, but I didn't do that.
You're like, I need to get another job.
Right. That part. And I think ultimately they knew that I wasn't going to say that because, one, at the end of the day, I'm a Dancie. And I will conduct myself as so, which means I'm always represent my family well. And I wasn't going to go in there because you never know who you're talking to, who you're going to work with again. You don't know who's watching you. So I was grateful that my team was able to negotiate that I could come on and say goodbye to my fans. Yeah. So I will always be grateful for that. And, it is what it is. It was an amazing opportunity for me. It definitely took my career to the next level. I have lifelong fans, right? And I don't have no hate for no one on that show.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. You never know when I might be in the comments. And also, thank you guys for continuing to watch.